Okay, I'm not sure if you saw the first part of the video that I told you that's 2 cups of flour in this bowl, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and right now I put in, all I'm doing is using this whisk to kind of gently, you know, kind of mix this up. Now, this is like, I've been using this recipe for about 2 years now, longer, you know, but since I'm making this, and I thought, you know what, why not do a video just to share it with you, just in case someone would like to try this recipe. And the flour I'm using is, this is my 3rd time making biscuits, these biscuits with my freshly ground flour. So yeah, it's hard because the kids are being loud, so I'm not sure if you hear that in the video, but yes. So you have the recipe, you already know what's in here already. And you can use 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup whole wheat flour, or just 2 cups of whole wheat flour, or 2 cups of all-purpose flour. It depends on what you want to use. I use the 2 cups of my whole wheat flour, and it's freshly ground flour because I like to do that. Okay, so I'm going to get this. One thing I've learned from Jessica D 1987 is that she was saying how you still want to have a little bit of chunks in the batter, in the flour, because that'll help make your biscuits nice and, did she say nice and fluffy, or what did she say? You guys are trying to think. I don't remember. Okay, anyway, so okay, I'm about almost finished. Some of them I wanted to kind of break, some of the pieces of butter I wanted to kind of break up, but that's how it's looking, how the batter's looking. And you're going to want to also, after this, add in 1 cup of milk. Now, I guess if you like to do buttermilk biscuits, you could use 1 cup of buttermilk, but I use just regular milk. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in my milk. And then I need to actually get a spoon. Let me get this. I'm trying to do it to where it's, where you can really see it good. Okay. Okay. I'm adding my cup of milk. Now, I remember the first time I cooked with this freshly ground flour, you know, because I almost thought, oh man, you know, I won't be able to get the same kind of biscuits I got using the all-purpose flour. Well, because the first time I tried this, I think I stirred it too fast. I didn't take my time and actually take my time and work it like you see me doing now. I'm just folding it. Last time I think I whipped it a little too quick, and it made me think of those biscuits where you just drop them onto the pan, and I said, well, I guess I'm just going to have to settle for that. But I found a way. Just do it slowly, and then I have like a surface on my table, because this table that we use to eat on, it kind of serves as my you know, half of I usually use to roll out my dough, stuff like that, for breads and stuff. Okay, what I'm going to do is get kind of get close. Okay. Okay. I wanted to get down here so you can get a good look. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and place this on the floured surface. I'm going to come over here and check to see if you can see this okay. And I'm going to need some more flour too to go on my hands so the batter won't stick. And then I need to get my biscuit cutter. Okay. Okay, you can see that perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get my biscuit cutter right now. And you probably would like to go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. And you'll want to, I'm trying to think, yeah. You're going to want to use a vegetable spray or some olive oil, something to spray on the bottom of your pan so it won't stick. So I'm getting my pan ready. One of my non-stick pans. I'm going to get that ready. And I'm going to go ahead and set my, and now I'm preheating my oven. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, okay. Okay. I just kind of, okay. Now what I'm going to do is just do this because it's still, I still feel it kind of wet. I'm just trying to get enough flour. I think I need to put a little more flour on the surface there. See, I wouldn't even have to do all this, like, I guess this much work with, if I just had regular all-purpose flour, but hey, it's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and cut using my little biscuit cutter. Okay, we got one, set that aside, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me go ahead and fold this part up. Get a little more flour in my hands, because, okay, I tell you guys, cooking with, not cooking, but using my freshly ground flour, your biscuits and things taste so much, goodness, I'm trying to think of what's the word to use, richer. It just tastes really good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and another one, because I think I'll have enough for 2, 4, 6, I might have enough for 8, so hopefully I can get 8 out. I have enough to fit 8 on my in my pan there. Okay. There's the phone. Okay, so here's the last biscuit. And usually this dough right here, my girls like to come and play in it and roll it up, so I'll just leave that on the table for them. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just place the biscuits on the pan. 2 per row. And then also I'm going to show you how I make the honey glaze that I learned from Jessica D 1987. So I'll be back once I put these in the oven. I'll be back to show you how I make the glaze. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to make the glaze. Now I'm not sure if I told you, but you're gonna preheat your oven to 450 degrees, and it's gonna take about 12 to 15 minutes. So you want to watch it. You want to watch it because, you know, all ovens are different. So you want to make sure you don't burn your biscuits. Okay. For the glaze, which is very, very simple to do, well, very, very simple to make, which I also learned from Jessica D 1987. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter in this pot. Now the way I do it is, you see this pot right here, I have another pot the same size filled with water, and what I do is just put this pot on top and let the heat from that melt it inside here. So this is where I have the glaze inside of here. So first what I'm going to do is go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of butter right there. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of honey. And the honey I have right now is the organic, the raw honey, so it's the hard honey. Let me get it so you can see. That's how it looks. Okay. Okay. There's about 1 tablespoon. Okay, so I put one tablespoon of honey's in there. Now I'm about to put another tablespoon. Okay, I'm going to drop the next tablespoon in there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put this over, put actually the bottom pot over heat, put the other pot on top of it and let it melt together and just begin to stir. Then I take it off the heat and let it sit. As it sits, it starts to thicken up. Because at first it's going to get like liquidy, soupy type, but once you let it sit, it's going to thicken up and form like a glaze. And then once the biscuits are ready, I'll go ahead and drizzle it on top. So that's all I do. So I'll be back once the biscuits are ready, and then you'll see me putting the glaze over top of the biscuits. Okay, the biscuits I just got out. Now, I had them in there for 15 minutes. I could have just taken them out in 12 minutes, but this is how they look. Look. And if you use regular all-purpose flour, it would rise a little bit higher than this. It would probably be about this high. I know that because I baked with the all-purpose flour, using this recipe for biscuits for about 2 years. But yeah, so this is how it looks, and this is how the glaze is looking right now. I'm gonna come around here. Okay, the biscuits just came out, and this is how they look. Nice. And now, okay, if I've been, using this recipe for about 2 years, so I've been using the all-purpose flour for that long. So it would be a lot higher if it were the all-purpose flour, about like this high. The biscuits would have been a little bit higher, but these still look great because I've even had the white flour. The biscuits turn out like this too. So yes, this is all I do. Now sometimes what I do with the glaze, because it's starting to thicken up right now. It was really soupy, but now it's more of a, where I can drizzle. So I may just go ahead and drizzle it on now because it's going to harden anyways. So I think that you could use like a brush and brush it on, but I don't. I just use a teaspoon. Stir it up more, thicken it up even more. Let me turn over here so you can see. Whew. I'm trying to get to where you can see. Anyways, that's about as good as I can do. Okay, see, it's starting to get thicker. Can you see that? So yeah, I like it. My kids love this honey glaze. I have my shirt. Okay. That's going there. Okay. Okay. So, well, it's thickened up like even more just by doing that. So, what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see this. Yes, you can. I'm going to go ahead and just begin to drizzle it. Drizzle it on there. Okay, and hold on a second. I have a little house on the prairie, and she's like about to give birth, and I don't want it to be super loud, so I'll be right back. It's just I thought I was going to get super loud, but it really didn't. But hey, I didn't remember. Okay, so I'm just going to drizzle it on there. See, as you can see, it's a lot thicker than even when I first turned this camera on and showed you. And my sister-in-law calls this honey butter, but I like to call it glaze because it looks like a glaze, you know. So, because I always ask the kids, you want biscuits with the honey glaze, and they get all excited. So, okay. And something I'm gonna start experimenting is making like a garlic biscuit, you know, with some kind of garlic sauce on top or something. See, I need to talk to Jessica D 1987 about that. But yes, here are the biscuits. Don't they look nice and lovely? And they're gonna taste yummy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and go now because I have my biscuits ready. But as you can see, it didn't take much to do to make these biscuits. You can make homemade biscuits yourself. So I want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my videos. And until next time, you guys have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye.